Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So, look, it's no secret that the Jets offense has been a complete liability this season. I mean, it's a major reason why this team is 1-4 heading into the bye week. I mean, we're failing on multiple accounts, whether it's not getting off to a hot start, overall confusion, turnovers, penalties, inconsistencies, play calling, poor quarterback play, dropping passes, the list goes on and on. Deviating away from the run game when it seems to be working. I mean, it's just a mess. I feel like right now, the New York Jets offense truly needs to look at themselves in the mirror. I mean, if we progress throughout the season and the offense continues to look like this, right, we're failing to grow on that side of the football, there's really no other way around it. We're not going to win many football games. We're not going to be in many football games. I mean, coming out in the first quarter and just falling right on your face every single week is inexcusable at this point. I mean, we're 5 weeks into the season and we're making the same mistake every week. Every week, it's the same problems on offense. We are failing to get going. We are failing to move the football. I mean, yes, we did win that matchup against the Tennessee Titans, but we really came alive late with the deep, explosive plays down the football field. It wasn't so much a methodical approach from the coaching staff. It wasn't like Zach Wilson was just slicing and dicing in the first quarter. As soon as we got the ball, we were just rolling. It wasn't the case. We connected on some deep plays late. So again, it's no secret that this offense has been an utter train wreck, but there's really no point to dwell on it. There's no point to look in the past, look behind us. The only thing we can do is move forward and ask the question, how do we fix this problem? How do we get the offense to move the football effectively? How do we strike fear into defensive coordinators out there? And I think the severity of the question, or I guess a better word would be magnitude, is at an all-time high. Why? Because we're entering the bye week. We have some time, and there's no more breaks. There's no more breaks after this. Okay, so we literally have over a week to look ourselves in the mirror and ask ourselves, what can we do to fix this? And I think the number one thing that we can do right now as an offense is implement some of the things that were working with BYU last season under Jeff Grimes, who is currently at Baylor. Whether it's a phone call, whether it's Mike LaFleur taking a plane down to Waco and meeting with Jeff Grimes, whether it's just watching film, whether it's talking to Zach Wilson, I think we need to implement some of the stuff that the Cougars were doing last year. Yes, the Cougars did benefit from a pretty easy schedule. Let's call it like we see it. Let's not beat around the bush. They had a weak schedule, but this BYU team was 11-1. That offense was fantastic. I think Mike LaFleur needs to implement some of these play designs, some of these concepts that the Cougars were running last season. Not only just to break up what we're currently doing, but to get Zach Wilson comfortable, because this is stuff that, frankly, he's excelled at back in school. And on top of that, we're also giving new coaches, new teams out there, the teams that we're going to be playing, the Bills twice, Miami, New England after the bye. This is stuff that they haven't seen. They haven't seen. I mean, the stuff when they watch the New York Jets on tape, it's limit the deep ball, keep Zach Wilson in the pocket, and do your best to slow down the run game. That's pretty much what it is. And when you have a roster that isn't the most talented out there, you know, we struggle at center, we struggle at right guard, Greg Van Roten, right? Elijah Vera Tucker's a rookie, Zach Wilson's a rookie. He's going to make mistakes. The wide receiver depth chart's kind of a mess as it is, so it's not that challenging for defensive coordinators out there, for head coaches out there, to look at this Jets offense and say, hey, you know what, we can neutralize these guys, we can slow them down. So I really believe it's a multi-pronged benefit, because you're getting Zach Wilson comfortable, you're getting some new stuff on tape. And by the way, I'm not saying we should abandon what we're doing, we should just tear down the system. I mean, that's just a death sentence. Midway, I mean, you're already this far into the season, you can't tear down the offensive scheme. It's just impossible at this point, nearly impossible. All I'm saying, maybe we can take some of the stuff that isn't working, that isn't really translating to game day, maybe the stuff that Zach Wilson just does not feel comfortable with, maybe it's something that the offensive line is having a really hard time with, taking that stuff out, taking a section, slicing a bit of the playbook off, and adding some stuff of the BYU offense. Again, I'm not saying take the entire playbook, I'm not saying, you know, completely rehaul, you know, everything, but little by little, week by week, we can take baby steps in the right direction, and slowly but surely, of course, add it in with the fact that Zach Wilson is dedicated to the game, he's a student of the game, and he's watching film, and also is, you know, gaining all of this experience. You would assume that over time, this offense would start to click. It would start to find that rhythm. And another point that I want to bring up, it's not some night and day difference. It's not like we're, looking at an offense that ran the triple option or the wishbone or something like that. No, they had a lot of similar concepts of the West Coast Kyle Shanahan system. So I don't really think the translation should be that insane. I don't think it should be, what the heck is this? This is reading a new language. I don't think so at all. So it's just an idea. It's just my personal opinion. I think maybe it could be done. But really the point that I'm trying to make here is that it's the bye week. Again, we don't have time to waste. This is our one and only break of the season. Unfortunately, it came this early in the season, but hindsight 2020, I'm kind of happy that it did, because this Jets offense is a wreck. It is a complete mess right now, and we need this break, and we need it now. So I'm going to leave some Zach Wilson performances back at BYU down below in the description box with a lot of cool plays, a lot of cool concepts that the Cougars were running last season. And I feel like some of that stuff can be translated to this Jets offense. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you think this Jets offense can do in the bye week, in this time off, to really, I don't want to say recharge, because it's not like we're looking like the Chiefs and we've hit a speed bump. No, we're struggling literally since week 1. So what can we do to reshape this offense, to reform, and try to find some success? Because at the end of the day, outside of the Falcons game, I've been really, really impressed with the defense. I mean, I really have. I mean, we're down so many guys from injuries. The team is incomplete as it is. And Ulbrich, it's his first time truly as an official defensive coordinator. Saleh, first time head coach. I've been impressed with the defense. Oh, by the way, they're extremely young. Guys like Michael Carter, Bryce Hall, tons of youth overall. This defense, again, outside of the Falcon game, is performing. The offense needs to pick up the pace. They need to pick up the slack here. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you think the offense can do? What do you want to see from this team coming out of the bye week against a division rival New England Patriots team? Frankly, a huge matchup. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate you sticking with this channel, by the way. I know the season hasn't really gone according to plan, but it definitely means the world that you guys are still tuning in and checking out this channel, checking out these videos. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Jets.